Yeah, so originally we thought that I was going to have 2 years of football and then that COVID year. But what ended up happening is the NCAA came back and said you can only use your COVID year in the sport that you were doing during COVID.
Oh,
for me, it was
I didn't know.
basketball.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, and so the basketball coach at Washington State caught wind of what was going on, and he had recruited me out of high school.
It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. Yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so churched up. I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it. I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning.
Yep. I'm on Lake Street, yo. When you popping in Minnesota, you gotta go check it out. Facts, okay? We gonna be on that joint
live on motherfucking Lake Street, man. Yeah, different.
I don't know how to say it. Say it. Say it.
All right, man, live on Lake Street. It's the Mr. Peter Parker Show. We in here. Shout out to Big Church. Life of Corp. He here, man. Today, I want to welcome a center for the U of M men's basketball squad, Jack Wilson, ladies and gentlemen. Clapping. Jackie boy.
Good to be here.
The largest, you could be the largest human being I've ever interviewed before. I talked to Batista, you know, from the WWE. He's a big guy, not as tall. Wiz Khalifa, 6'4", 6'5", Snoop Dogg, 6'5", 6'11", and you played Division I football at 340?
Yep.
Currently about
290.
Yeah, just 290.
Yeah.
Wow, legitimately 100 pounds heavier than me. All right, so we're in here with Jack. He plays for the U of M, and you kind of got a cool story, bro. Like, I did a little research and we talked offline. This kind of path to playing basketball in the Big Ten has been a crazy journey for you. And it started off playing big-time football, University of Washington?
Washington State.
Washington State.
The Cougs, not the Huskies.
Okay, because this is a big difference.
Big difference.
Big disrespect on my behalf. Sorry, guys. Okay, so how did this happen for you, man? Like, let's talk about this a little bit. Young athlete, coming up. You're a basketball guy first.
Yep.
How did you get to playing Division I football?
Yeah. So started off, I was just a basketball guy. Never seen the football field at all. I was always too heavy. To have to play up 3-4 years. Then by the time I got to high school, I was getting some offers to where it just didn't really seem like I needed to risk it at that point. And so came out of high school, ended up at the University of Idaho. Felt like home. And I developed a passion for strength and conditioning from there.
I can tell. You're big workout guy, huh?
No, big workout guy.
How much can you bench right now? Like, if I had to say the big weight, what are you doing? What are you putting up?
I can put up 405, four plates.
That's a lot of weight. Okay, go ahead. Go back. Strength and conditioning guy. Go ahead.
Strength and conditioning
405. Okay, go ahead.
So from there, I wanted to intern over at Washington State, which is really close, the Idaho-Washington border right there. And it just turned into playing. I wanted to intern for football, and they said, come give it a shot.
Come on, man.
Come earn a scholarship.
Did you have fun?
I had so much fun. It changed my life.
Did it really?
In a lot of ways. I know we didn't even get into this a lot, but I mean, I found my faith even through it. I found best friends.
I was going to ask you that because, like, this feels like almost a spiritual journey when you talked about it. You put yourself in a position to do something pure. I want to help. I want to intern. And they say, no. We want you a part of this. This must have felt like a miracle to you. All right, so we're going to take this quick break real quick to highlight our good folks over there at the Kitchen by Baked brand inside the global market. They got some of the best food out here in the Twin Cities. One thing you got to know about me, I don't really go to the mainstream spots. I'm all about the little mom and pop, little neighborhood spots that have the best food. Next time you're out there at the global market, you got to check out the stuffed turkey leg. They got this butter sauce. We're talking about the best wings in Minnesota. It's happening right now at the Kitchen by Baked brand inside the global marketplace, and they're a proud sponsor of Live on Lake Street.
Peter Parker!
They say, no. We want you a part of this. This must have felt like a miracle to you.
Yeah. I mean, looking back, so the faith thing happened through football. There was some teammates that brought me to church with them.
Cool.
And you know, I had gotten into all kinds of things growing up. Being in California, you're exposed to it all.
You were wild?
Yeah.
You played basketball in Oakland and stuff. Like, you turned up, right? Yeah,
right. Yeah. And you know, my mom, you know, she's like this. She's just this sweet woman. She's kind of a hippie. And so I'm introduced to stuff within, like, you know, kind of Buddhism stuff or whatever it may be.
Okay.
But really what I found coming back to all of it is, for me, that was the Lord.
Yeah.
I feel that, you know, I got a renewed heart and mind through Jesus Christ.
It's dope, bro.
And you know, that whole journey, looking back, it was like God took a claw machine and said, you know, you're this whatever, you're supposed to be this basketball guy. Let me show you something better.
Amazing.
And he used the passion of strength and conditioning to kind of show me football. And
it's a really good thing, like strength and conditioning. Anyone that knows about working out, when you contract your muscles like this, it really does wonderful things for your body and your mind. It's not just like how you look. It's an overall feeling of like well-being and stuff in the process. So I can see that you're doing something that really is you're passionate about. It leads you to this amazing thing. Yeah. You play a couple years of big-time football. You mean playing lineman and almost 400 pounds. Then how does this basketball, how do you get back to basketball at this point?
Yeah, so originally we thought that I was going to have 2 years of football and then that COVID year. But what ended up happening is the NCAA came back and said you can only use your COVID year in the sport that you were doing during COVID.
Oh,
for me, it was
I
basketball.
didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, and so the basketball coach at Washington State caught wind of what was going on, and he had recruited me out of high school originally.
All right.
So we had a connection there, and just presented this opportunity. During the time I was doing pro day as well for football and feeling that out.
Yeah.
And, you know, just kind of took off with basketball, fell in love with it again.
Yeah.
Had a whole new perspective on it. And really, with the NIL space, once I saw that I could transfer, get a master's, and make some money through NIL, it was coming out to the same that you do, risking it all to be a free agent in the NFL.
It's got to be a totally different climate with the NIL and what's happening in college sports. I can remember I did a postgraduate year at high school. I talk about this all the time. I played Division III basketball like 25 years ago, right? But I did this prep school year, and I remember hearing stories about guys going to Duke and getting these secret bags in the room and all this super taboo stuff. And during that time, the movie He Got Game came out, what kind of showcased a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that this was happening in college sports for decades and decades. And certain guys get in trouble, Jerry Tarkanian or whatever, Calipari, but realistically, this was a huge part of college sports, this kind of undernight culture. Now it's become a mainstream thing. Are you seeing guys really catching bags over there? Are people really getting money off of this?
It's crazy. I mean, it's changing everything now, where these are guys who, you know, there's the dudes who are on the brink of maybe G League, NBA, maybe, but you're going to end up overseas, and you're tripling what you would make overseas.
Buddy, I'm telling you,
and
it's different.
You're doing it now in college. So then if you really want to keep pursuing that, then you have this nest egg coming out of college, and it's setting you up. You're already not paying for school. We're blessed, man.
You think it's going to keep guys in school a little bit longer?
It could. I definitely see, like, there was a dude who was at you know, when we beat Michigan yesterday.
Kudos to you guys. Round of applause in the
Gophers,
studio,
my guys.
National champs in football. Forget about it, hey? No, it's cool, man. Took care of them, man. Yeah,
it was huge. But they had a guy, their center, he transferred to Kansas or something.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the money, the numbers that get thrown around in the millions, it's like, well, yeah, if he wasn't necessarily going to be a guy in the NBA, it's probably keeping him in college.
Hell yeah. And think about some of them guys that, like, you know, they're probably going to go to the league, but what's really, or overseas, but what's really that experience? And if you can reel it in, make that bag over there, enjoy, extend the college experience, it's going to change how people going into the league. Do you think it's affecting the college game from your perspective?
Yeah, big time, especially with football. I mean, all of them in their own way, really. There's just so much going on top of it with the conference changes, and that's all financially driven. I would say it's getting super populated with older guys now.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm 24 years old.
Come on, he's out here.
I'm out here, yeah. And so you're seeing more of that. It's just as a result, like we talked about with the timing of having the COVID thing and NIL. So it's like guys who maybe thought, I don't want to use that COVID year, I already got my master's or undergrad. Well, now
they're coming back.
Yeah, we're back.
And it's fun to play the sport. You're going to get paid through X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So, all right, you're playing in the Big Ten right now. You got a great team. The team is really looking good, having a lot of fun out there. What's the best part about this experience for you? All right, so one time for the homie Jeremy Eggert. We're taking a quick break to talk about his website, Artwork by Jeremy. I know you've been really selling yourself short on the graphic design tip. We need to step up the website. We need to step up the flyers. My man has international clients. He can do all of this for you. He can make your content look fantastic, thumbnails, anything for the gram. He got you covered, okay? Stop selling yourself short. Step your life up and tap in real quick with artworkbyjeremy.com.
Peter Parker!
What's the best part about this experience for you?
There's so many. Like I said, the Lord was very intentional with this opportunity. I did a lot of growing up through football.
Yeah.
And really my role, and I knew this coming in, is they had heard whatever good things that somebody said about me as a leader or whatever.
Oh, come on, man.
And they said, bring that to our team. And I am in our leadership meetings or whatever. And this is a guy who would put my whole identity in who I was as a basketball player.
I get it. Yeah.
To now just be able to be a part of all this and have the role that I have just purely off of who I am.
Your experience, your spirituality, your stature, your voice. I can see this working for you. It's got to be really empowering to be
totally.
look at this opportunity and it's beyond your wildest dreams. In your days, I know you played against a lot of guys. To get to this point, you've got to play a lot of ball. Could you talk at all about any guys that we would know that are in the league now, or people that you've played against that kind of help mold this experience? I mean, when I got a chance to be next to a guy like Shea Cotton, who's was at the time was LeBron before LeBron, and just even brushing against the guy on a court, you're just these guys are superstars. Did you play against any big talent?
Yeah, I mean, within the Oakland Soldiers organization, there's a ton of big names. You got Aaron Gordon, Stanley Johnson's out there, but the main one was I was on the practice squad for the U18 U.S. team, and so they had a ton of names, but the standout is the guy who I first got dunked on by, Bamba. So I was 16.
Dude, this is a star, though. He got a big Chief, cue up Mo Bamba, please. Run that tune real quick. We're going to recap this experience. So how did this go down?
Yeah, and then I had to listen to the song all through college. Right? Yeah.
So they were killing you at the parties, bro.
Nobody saw that one, so it was good. It was a practice situation. Yeah.
But a really I mean, that's a long guy. Pause. That's a big.
Yeah. So no, he took off. I jumped for whatever reason, and he dunked with two hands. I remember looking up, ball just not only past my hand but over it, and he's hanging on to the rim afterwards with one. I look down, his feet are on the ground as well.
Oh my God, bro.
He's so tall, long arms.
That's really disrespectful stuff. But you grow from these experiences.
Yeah, and he was really cool too. It wasn't it was that's to be expected.
It's a New York guy, cool, right?
I'm 16 and whatever.
You got a chance to meet a lot of people through these experiences.
Yeah.
Has it really helped you evolve as a person? Just all these relationships.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. I think just kind of it started off in high school. I'm originally from Montera, which is, decently rural, but you got the city right there.
Sure. And so what's your closest city?
San Francisco.
Oh, word. Okay.
Biggest.
Cool.
And then if you go south, though, you're in Silicon Valley and not that much longer.
Yeah.
So everything was considered over the hill. So it was Big Jack's getting good at basketball. He's probably going to go play for a team over the hill.
There's no way they called you Big Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's exactly. You're from Big Jack to me from OK Glove.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
That's cool. So Big Jack's going over the hill.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so that led to a ton of experiences that seemed probably a bigger deal, just being from a small town than maybe they were. But it kind of took off from there, and it did become a lot of interactions.
I grew up in a small town too, and I think you can really appreciate little things when you're lacking culture on a daily basis. It's cool culture, but it's not like city culture. It's different, and just being around that, I can see how savvy you are with this. dude, really cool to meet you. If people want to follow you on social media, if brands are looking to reach out, Big Jack's, he's doing hunting and fishing, you know what I mean? We need the endorsements, you know what I mean?
I love it. I'll take it.
I'm telling you, man. Look, I see Black Rifle companies involved, you know what I mean? Like,
no free shout-outs or whatever.
No. Take care of it. How do they tap in on social media?
Big Jack Wilson on Instagram.
On, man. I gotta come see a game, man. I gotta come watch you guys. I think you're gonna be in Maryland coming up, I think on Sunday.
We're at home.
Oh, you're home?
Coming to us.
I might have to check that out.
Yeah.
I might have to. I used to live right in on the other side of College Park, like right where the university was.
Okay.
So we used to go to Maryland games. My buddy Chris Styles DJs for them.
Sweet.
No, bro. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I
man.
know he would dunk on me. He would definitely. I would grab him though, but I can't. Like he's too big, bro. I'm telling you. Shout out to Jack, man. We out here. Mr. Peter Parker live on Lake Street. Shout to Chief. Shout to Corp and Big Jack. Let's go.
It ain't that I can't stop. It's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip. Now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. Yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so churched up. I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it. I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning.
Yep. I'm on Lake Street, yo. When you popping in Minnesota, you gotta go check it out. Facts, okay? We gonna be on that joint.
Live on motherfucking Lake Street, man. Different.
I don't know how to say it. Say it. Say it.